Welcome back to Stay in Your Lane with Ashley Battersby.
Welcome back, everybody. We are joined in studio by Roxanne Christopher, life insurance supervisor at CG Insurance. Welcome,
afternoon.
Roxanne. How are you?
I'm fabulous and honored to be here with you today.
We are so happy to have you.
Thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about life insurance? Because I know most people probably hear life insurance and think, well, I don't need that until I'm dead.
Life insurance is not a morbid topic, first of all, right? It does not denote death. Life insurance is a vehicle, is a tool to protect your family's assets, right? It's to create generational wealth. It can protect your salary. You know, in life in Bermuda, we plan for vacations, we plan for weddings, we plan for retirement, we have car insurance, we have health insurance, so why not insure your salary? Right? We don't think about it that way.
Nope.
So if your family is accustomed to whatever you bring home a month that contributes to your household, and all of a sudden something happens and your life is taken away from your family, also your salary stops, right? So life insurance is a tool to continue to give your family support. Now, life insurance is not going to change grief. It's not going to take away the pain of you not being there. However, it is a bridge to ensure that your family is provided for and taken care of. So not all life insurance policies are for when someone passes. There are lots of policies that someone can use while they're living. We don't talk about that within our community.
No, not at all.
So, you know, life insurance can be used as a vehicle built to cash value. It can be used as collateral in Bermuda at our local lending institutions. It can be used to make sure that your family has a bridge. And then, of course, it can help your family in the event of death. Okay, we have lots of situations. Unfortunately, one of the leading causes of death in Bermuda is road fatalities. And I think most people will know that I had a very strong relationship with the Transport Control Department and road safety in my previous life.
Yes.
So, you know, this is kind of full circle.
Right.
But it makes sense that we have a partnership with the Road Safety Council in talking about, you know, how we can support our families because our country goes through trauma. And to one degree, we get desensitized to it. However, when there are these fundraisers and potlucks and GoFundMes, because families are not prepared for sudden, immediate passing of death, life insurance can fill a void,
Right.
and play a tool in making sure that that family, to one degree, once again, it's not going to mitigate the grief, but it will help create an estate and create a bridge.
Instead of reacting after the fact.
Absolutely.
And to get the money. And
Absolutely. A lot of our young men, they may have children, right? They may have families. They may contribute X amount of money to the mother or father's household every month. And then all of a sudden that is taken away. That is putting multiple people in grief and pain and financial challenges. So a policy with CG Insurance can definitely help to ensure that your family has a tool where some things they don't have to worry about for a period of time.
And money is a big thing.
Money is a big thing.
So that is a big relief, I'm sure.
You know, and, you know, I speak from experience, you know, death can really impact a family. Sudden death can really impact a family when you're not prepared for it. And, you know, life insurance isn't outrageously expensive. It isn't out of the reach. There's this bad perception that I can't afford life insurance policies.
That was my next question. If you find
Not
people are
true.
more like, I don't want to pay for that because it's too expensive.
One thing that I often say as I go up and down the island talking to my community is that we have life insurance. Many people may spend X amount of money during their social gatherings, right? You can have a life insurance policy that is significantly less than what you spend on a Friday night.
And
I'm being
significantly
honest.
more important in the long
Significantly
run.
more important
Right.
in the long run, you know, and it's something that you don't really have to think about, you know, but, you know, we have agents that will work with you to work within your budget, right, to find what's best for you. You know, there are different types of policies. There are some policies that only work when you pass, and there are some policies that you can use while you're living.
Okay, so
Right.
multiple benefits.
Multiple benefits of
Okay.
policy. And once again, I have to stress that we find and we work with the individuals to find what is best to fit within your budget and your needs. So we have a team that are experts in the industry, and that we can definitely work with you to make sure that your family is always protected. And then also, you know, what people do think that I may have life insurance at my job, right?
Right.
However, that's not transferable, right? Meaning, let's say you change jobs, you no longer have that coverage. Right? You change
Interesting.
jobs, you no longer have that coverage. So it's best to have something that you can hold with you. When you reach retirement, that's not something that goes into your retirement package. And of course, the younger you are, the more affordable any policy will be.
Right, and the more you can then get in your policy once you pass, or is that how it works?
No, you can, with CG Insurance, you can commence a policy up until the age of 74.
Oh, wow, okay.
Right? So you can start a policy anywhere up until the age of 74. However, the younger you are, the more affordable any policy will be,
Right.
the less expensive any policy will be.
Because technically you have more time.
Correct.
Okay.
You know, so you have, you know, you can start policies just like how Chairman Lister had said, as children. When they get their bike at 16, it's wise to think about having a policy with them. When they go 18, it's wise to think about having a policy with them. When your husband or partner gets a bike, it's wise. If you're going to spend $3,000 or more, I think that's kind of conservative these days on a motorcycle, you know, you can get a policy, and that $3,000 could be multiple years of any life insurance policy.
And that also helps teach the child responsibility and
Absolutely.
makes it very clear to them that this is a possibility. So this is another reason to practice riding safely.
Absolutely.
So that we don't have to use
And so
it.
September is actually Life Insurance Awareness Month. And so
Okay.
during the month of September, we actually do it all year round, is we are committed to educating our community about the value of life insurance. Like I said, you plan for weddings, you plan for vacations, you plan for all these other milestones
Very
in your
happily,
life.
too.
Very happily. And, you know, with glam,
Yes.
you know, this is an opportunity for you to plan for your family's future, right? To protect your family. Imagine if you had an ATM machine in your living room, and you were always accustomed to putting in that 4-digit code and taking money out of that ATM machine.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Whenever you had it, right? Wouldn't that be nice, right? But then imagine all of a sudden that ATM machine is taken out, and then your family no longer has access or resources to that machine. You know, life insurance can be that machine to keep on making sure that your family has that monthly asset.
Because at the end of the day, living in Bermuda is not cheap. And as you said, you don't have that income coming in anymore if you're no longer here. They still have to pay for things.
Very much.
So the life insurance policy
Very much.
can be very helpful.
Very much. And there are a number of tools that individuals can use to make sure that their families are protected. So this relationship with the Road Safety Council was very important to us, because oftentimes with road fatalities, we see immediate fundraisers. You know, oftentimes with road fatalities, we see the intense grief that the country goes through and mourns the loss of our loved ones. You know, but then also we have to prioritize taking care of ourselves. Often we take care of everyone else, but if you're really going to take care of your family, you need to prioritize securing a life insurance policy that works for you. And it's not one size fits all.
Right.
Right? It's not one size fits all by any means. But if you work with us, we can devise and find you something that is going to meet the needs for your family.
This has been very informative so far, but we have to take a break. So we'll be right back after these messages.
We'll be right back after these messages.